Hi, my friends. It's time for lesson 4 of A Course in Miracles and using it to heal our relationships. So I'm still on Bailey Island and it is a little chilly. I'm all bundled up and trying to warm up. And I'm still happy to be here and happy to be with you. So this lesson is kind of a doozy. I don't know about you, but lately I have been waking up, usually about 2:30. I wake up, and as soon as I wake up, I might go to the bathroom, get a drink of water, and my crazy brain turns on and I start to have all of these thoughts. So last night specifically, in order to maybe work on calming those thoughts, I applied this lesson, which says these thoughts do not mean anything. They are like the things I see in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place. Unlike the preceding ones, these exercises do not begin with the idea for the day. In these practice periods, begin with noting the thoughts that are crossing your mind for about a minute. So this is about being aware of our thoughts, of noticing them. And then apply the idea to them. If you are already aware of unhappy thoughts, use them as subjects for the idea. Do not, however, select only the thoughts you think are bad, quote unquote. You will find if you train yourself to look at your thoughts that they represent such a mixture that in a sense, none of them can be called good or bad. This is why they do not mean anything. So it occurred to me that I can replace the word meaningless to senseless, because really there is such a combination and just a cluster of different thoughts that really, when it comes right down to it, they're pretty senseless. It's just random mind wandering. And okay, so then it says, in selecting the subjects for the application of today's idea, the usual specificity is required. Do not be afraid to use good thoughts as well as bad. None of them represents your real thoughts, which are being covered up by them. So the good ones are but shadows of what lies beyond, and shadows make sight difficult. The bad ones are blocks to sight and make seeing impossible. You don't want either. So our thoughts that are coming from our split mind, or crazy Kathy, as I call myself, when I am in that state of confusion and conflict, and so those thoughts make a cloud or a veil that covers up what is truly within and what's true within, which is the love of God within and the peace of God that is within. So then it says this is a major exercise and will be repeated from time to time in somewhat different form. The aim here is to train you in the first steps toward the goal of separating meaningless from the meaningful. It is a first attempt in the long-range purpose of learning to see the meaningless as outside you and the meaningful as within. So the kingdom of heaven is within me. The kingdom of heaven is within you. Love is within you. The peace is within you. And it says that it is also the beginning of training your mind to recognize what is the same and what is different. In using your thoughts for application of the idea for today, identify each thought by the central figure or event it contains. For example, this thought about blank does not mean anything. It is like the things I see in this room, on this street, and so on. You can also use the idea for a particular thought that you recognize as harmful. This practice is useful, but is not a substitute for the more random procedures to be followed for the exercises. Do not, however, examine your mind for more than a minute or so. You are too inexperienced as yet to avoid a tendency to become pointlessly preoccupied. Further, since these exercises are the first of their kind, you may find the suspension of judgment in connection with thoughts particularly difficult. Do not repeat these exercises more than 3 or 4 times during the day. We will return to them later. So there again is a reminder to be gentle and patient with ourselves as we practice these exercises. And you might ask, well, how is this relating to others, to our relationships? Well, the way that we are being with others, the way that we are approaching life, the way that we really just process life and live life is all according to what is in our mind. And if we are, this is all about coming to a sense of peace of mind, of inner peace. And when we have inner peace within, then we experience more peace outside of us. And we're better able to let go of judgment, to be kind, and to be loving if we have that peace of mind. So happy practicing. And I wanted to mention also that there are all kinds of resources for you if you are new to the course, or if you're or if you've been with the course for a while. There's some really helpful insights for each lesson at pathwaysoflight.org. And also at ACIM.org. And ACIM.org is where you can actually read the lesson for the day and really delve into the course and learn more about it. And at some point, I will do a little introduction to the course, and especially as it relates to relationship healing and our healing the mind, and also in regard to wellness, because that's been a focus for me this past year especially, but also going forward. So that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in to my riff and my ramblings, and I hope it was helpful. Have a fabulous day. I love you. Mwah.